triggered. Look at him.
Get the fuck, yeah, I am triggered. You're insulting a whole community of fucking people.
Bye-bye. Check your cis
Yeah,
documented
bye-bye to
privilege.
you. Go ahead.
You want me to tell you the world?
What the fuck?
Bye-bye. Deport them all. Trans illegals. Trans illegals Christ. Trans illegals Christ. Cállate. Cállate, loboco, eh.
The words will come.
Cállate. Cálmate, güey. Cálmate.
All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, whom will and teach well, who taught us this truth. This is your brother Yashemai from the GMS Atlanta camp. And the topic of today's video, man, is, Esau Edom has a big price to pay. And this is a perfect example of it because here it is, 2025. You have the Northern Kingdom going through it with these ICE raids, which, what does Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9 say? There is nothing new under the sun. Just as the Northern Kingdom was taken into captivity first in the ancient times by the Assyrians, then the Southern Kingdom went into captivity. And so as everyone's standing back and, taunting what's going on with the Northern Kingdom, these same things are going to come towards everybody else, Now, we see Judah, or, we see the Southern Kingdom starting to catch hell by the National Guard being sent to their neighborhoods, man. But let it be known, man, that these same tactics that are being put forth against the Northern Kingdom, these are the same tactics that these Edomites are going to use against their own people. And we see a perfect example of it through the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act was introduced to fight terrorism, but then they turned around and began spying on their own people. See, once a president has been set, then law scholars can argue law facts and say, well, this was legal because we did it here. So now because we did it to this group of people, now that we've designated this other group of people as extremists, now we can do it to them because we've done it in the past. And a lot of people are going to be labeled extremists. But the point of this video, just to stay on topic, is look at what Esau Edom is. Look at the reaction. Families are being torn apart. People going to work are being, taken and being abducted, being thrown into prison and then thrown onto a plane and deported. And what is the response? This guy's laughing at you. And so when these Israelite camps say that all nations can be saved, when these Israelite camps say that we all need to get together and sing Kumbaya with the white man, I want you to look at this video and tell me that. Because what these Israelite camps go off and say that everybody can be saved, you mean to tell me this guy can't be saved? Some kid is crying because their dad's not coming home or their mom's not coming home, and all they did was go out to the store or go to work, and now their mom's not coming home, and this guy's crying? Well, let's see what the scriptures say, man. Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Now we know Esau Edom, you go into Genesis 25, it tells you the history that Esau, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, he actually is our brother. He's our blood brother. All right, so Esau's violence against his brother Jacob, and Jacob is representative of the 12 tribes, right? And so because of the violence that Esau Edom has had towards his brother, which are the 12 tribes, shame shall cover thee. And that's exactly what we see. Shame is covering America. Nobody, you go across or overseas, people go vacationing, and you see videos of people mocking these Americans. There's a famous video of these American soldiers going, I think they were in some German, I think they were in Sweden, but it was this group of army soldiers was mocked by this other Edomite, by the way, because he was mocking them and saying, are you here to spread your agenda, your trans agenda? And he was, shame is covering these people, man, throughout the entire globe. And that's why they have to crack down on the tribes because they see that their place is coming to an end, man. And this is all prophecy. Let's get Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. And that's exactly what this devil has done. He's coming down on the northern kingdom. Now, here's an article from Fox, and it reads, Trump admin on pace to shatter deportation record by end of the first year. It says, with over 500,000 illegal aliens deported since President took office, the administration is on track to significantly exceed the record number of illegals deported out of the United States. And that's just in 1 year. This is what the scripture's talking about. It says, rejoice because the devil's come down with great wrath, man. And why is this devil angry? He's angry because he sees the Spirit being breathed back unto us. Matter of fact, let's get, what is that? 11 and 12. After the Spirit, no, it's not 11 and 12. It's, yep, right here. And after 3 days, 11 and 11, after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So this devil is coming down with great wrath because he sees the Spirit has been breathed back unto us. He sees the videos going up. He sees, the Israelites waking up unto who they are. And he has fear. He has fear because he knows that when we are aligned with our power, there is no separating us. Matter of fact, let's get that account in Judith chapter 5. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to read right here. It says, Judith 5 and 18. It says, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, it's talking about the Israelites departing from the ways of the Most High, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. So when we were not aligned with our power, we were trampled under, and that time has already passed. See, the time of us being trampled under until the Gentiles be fulfilled, as mentioned in Revelation 11, verse 1, that time is done. See, now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their God, let us consider this, that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21, and this is why they fear. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. And that's why the fear fell onto them, because we are now aligned with the power, with our power, Yahweh Shai. And they know that when we are aligned, they become a reproach. See, all this wickedness that these Edomites are doing against their brothers, hey, there's a price to pay. Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And these people have sowed nothing but death, man. Matter of fact, let's get Revelation 6 and 4. Revelation 6 and 4. Right? Is 6 and 4 or 6 and 5? 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Now we know that this red horse is representative of Esau Edom, because Esau Edom himself is red. Scripture talks about this in Genesis the 25th chapter. It says, and power was given to him. When was that power given to him? Scripture talks about it in Genesis 27, 39 and 40. Isaac blessed him with the sword, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that's who this bastard is. He's the bastard that has sown death and division. And when you go back to verse Galatians here, it says, for whatever a man sows, that he shall reap. So this man has sown death. Matter of fact, let's get numbers. I've been heavy on this. Numbers 35. Yeah, 35 and 33. I've been heavy on this scripture, man. So shall ye not pollute the land wherein ye are. All right, and that's what this bastard has done. He's polluted the land by sowing death and blood. For blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth. You see how beautifully that lines up with Galatians 6 and 7? That they have polluted and sown bloodshed, and so now that same bloodshed is required. Blood shall pursue thee. Let's get that next. All right, because that's all this bastard has done. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. That's 3 precepts, line upon line, back to back, that tie in with each other, that prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that because of the violence, because of the division against his brother Jacob, against the nations, that blood is going to pursue these people. These people have a judgment to pay. Every single one of them. So when these people talk about, well, not all Edomites are bad, I want you to think about this. This is a low-level Edomite, okay? And he's gone out of his way to laugh at the violence coming against us, man. And so because of these low-level Edomites, we bring scriptures out like this one, Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 17. For whether he was a husbandman or shepherd, or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken, and endured the necessity which could not be avoided, for they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Doesn't matter whether they're low-level trailer park trash Edomites or high-level elites. The scripture says it doesn't matter, man, whether you're a farmer or whether you're an elite man. They will be overtaken. And that video is a perfect example of why. Because they're all bound with one chain of darkness. And what is that bound, and what is the judgment that they have been bound upon with? Let's get Psalms 149. It says, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of irons, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. See, so that chain, that judgment, is for Esau, Edom, is 1,000 years of captivity, and then them going extinct, man. That's what that's going into, man. These people have a price to pay. You think the Most High is going to forget about this? No. Matter of fact, let's get Proverbs 11, the first verse. It says, a false balance is abomination to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but a just weight is his delight. Now, check this out. What is the role of a judge during sentencing? Let's see what this says here. The role of a judge during sentencing, because we know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a righteous judge. We just read that in the scriptures, right? It says the role is to determine the appropriate punishment for a convicted defendant by considering factors like the severity of the crime. And what is the severity of this man's crime? Look at what he did to the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics, the Native Americans. Look at what he did to the Southern Kingdom. So all these things have to be taken into consideration. And by the way, as we just read in Psalms, all of this is already written. It says right here, to execute upon them the judgment written. The battle is already won. They have already been deemed guilty. We're just playing out the role. See, this brings me back to when David was anointed. When David was anointed king at a young age, he still had to flee from Saul. He still had to play his part. And that's what's going on now. We have been anointed, man. We have been anointed kings and priests according to the scriptures. But now we just have to play the part. Just as David had to flee from Saul and play out the part until he was, until he stepped foot on the throne. That's what we're doing. We're just playing the part. The judgment is already written. It says, by considering factors like the severity of the crime, the defendant's criminal history. What is the history of America? The history of America is nothing but war. They've been at war 93% of the time. Look at the Grecians. Look at what happened when Alexander died. These Edomites fought themselves, man. All these people have done is brought death and destruction to this place, man. Even the trees themselves are waiting for this bastard to be taken out. It says the trees of Lebanon rejoice, I believe in Isaiah the 14th chapter, since thou hast gone down, no feller has come up against us. Because look at the deforestation this bastard is doing. The amount, the criminal history that this bastard has is profound, man. And everyone, it's literally an open joke. People joke about it. There's even a meme. Check this out, man. Check this out. America discovering gold in Africa meme. Check this out. Because it literally is a freaking walking meme. Look at this. And there's many other memes. Uganda discovers gold deposits worth $12 trillion. On my way to save Uganda from terrorism. Everyone knows. This is a fucking meme, man. Everyone knows that America has a criminal history. And Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is a righteous judge that is going to take into account the criminal history and any mitigating or aggravating circumstances. What are the aggravating circumstances? An aggravating circumstance is like you did the crime, but you did it this way, which made it even worse. And those aggravating circumstances are buck breaking. Those aggravating circumstances is that he did this to the apple of the Most High's eyes, man. So you're definitely going into captivity. Oh, that's mean. Don't say that. We're all God's children. Actually, let's see what the scripture says, man. What is that? 2 Ezra 6? That we all come from Adam? KJV? We all come from Adam, man. Yeah. 56 right there. Let's get 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. See, we bring these scriptures up to show you that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not dealing with these other nations. Y'all are spittle. Well, that's mean. How's it mean? We're spittle unto this guy. We're a byword unto the whole world. But yet when we show you that the scripture, when we quote scripture and tell you that the same way that you look at us as bywords and spittle, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai looks at you as spittle, then y'all have a problem with that. Nuh-uh, man. That's why we say Christians don't read the Bible. Christianity is not biblical. Christianity is based upon the ways of this world. And the scriptures tell us to be not transformed, to be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of our mind. So we're called to go into the scriptures and see the judgment upon this bastard. All right? Let's see what else is going on here. Says, all while operating within the law. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai operates within the law. We just read that in Numbers, right? The law, it says, but because this is the law. It says, the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth. This Numbers is one of the books of the laws, man. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to operate within the law, his law. This involves reviewing pre-sentencing reports. And what are those pre-sentence reports? Well, let's get that in Revelations 8. KJV. This is the, what's the word? Pre-sentencing reports. This is pre-sentencing reports. And the Revelation 8 and 4. And the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hands. That is the prayers of the saints are the pre-sentence reports. Our prayers, our videos, that is the pre-sentencing reports that we're presenting to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Look at what he did. Look at what he's doing. Check out this video. Check out here. This is evidence. You know, people say that the feds don't lose a case. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai ain't losing no case, man. Fuck the Fed. Salakia. Getting a little worked up there. Says, listening to arguments from the prosecution and defense. And there ain't going to be no defense for this bastard. Because he ain't going to be able to point at nothing. Man, he ain't going to be able to point at nothing, man. Because this is the judgment coming. Revelations 18:6. This is when you don't have no defense, you getting the book thrown at you. Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled, fill to her double. This is what you got coming, man. You want to throw us in concentration camps? You want to spill the blood of the saints? Okay. What does the scripture say about that? And ensuring final sentence is fair, consistent with sentencing guidelines, and serves the goal of justice. And justice, I like that word justice, because justice brings to mind uprightness, right? And uprightness is Yasharon, right? Uprightness is Yasharon. We are the upright. Israel is Yasharon. We are the uprighteous. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to serve the righteous. Kings shall lick your soul. KJV. Isaiah 60. Isaiah 49. Isaiah 49:23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And that's what we're doing, man. We're waiting for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to pass judgment. All right? We're not going to vote ourselves out. We're going to pray ourselves out. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to do his work. It says such as accountability, public safety, and rehabilitation. Public safety is going to be that the world's not going to be polluted anymore. That's what that's going into. And rehabilitation, there is none. Okay, there is no rehabilitating for Esau Edom. That which is made crooked. Brothers know where I'm going. Crooked can't be straight. Let's get that. I'm going to end off with that. Because that's, Ecclesiastes 1:15. That which is crooked cannot be straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Esau Edom is the vessel made for destruction, man. There is no fixing this crooked bastard. He is a profane person, as the scriptures tell us. So there is no rehabilitation to Esau Edom. You've seen it. You've tried it. You know, look at the 4 years of Democrats. Look at the 4 years of Republicans. How many times has Esau tried to rehabilitate himself through a different political party or a different continent? Look at Spain. Look at Germany. Look at Europe. Look at Canada. There is no rehabilitating for this bastard. This bastard is a hammer sent for our chastisement, man. The only thing that this bastard has coming for him is 1,000 years of captivity and then ultimate destruction. Thus saith the scriptures, man. So no, there is no salvation for these Edomites. Until the next one, shalom.